So you guys are just gonna
Chill.
wait on the
Yep.
wait on it. Okay.
Make a wager.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if you want, some of the guards may take you up on that action.
All right, I'll try to bid. I've got 50 ceramic pieces left. I will bid on my boy here if I can find anybody that wants to do that.
Okay. Yeah. One of the guards is like, ugh. Or not one of the guards, actually. One of the trainers is like, he's like, yeah, I helped train those two. He goes, they're fresh out of the. He goes, they're still fresh meat. He says, I've heard of this other guy, this Brose. He's supposed to be pretty good. He goes, I'll take that action. He says, I'll even give you. I'll give you 2-to-1 odds on him because he's supposed to have been making the rounds up there and reign for the past 4 or 5 years. He's bound to be good enough to take out a couple of noobs.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Man, I guess we could use him on our team.
Yeah. All right. He goes, so who's gonna? He's like, who's gonna hold the money then?
I will.
Oh no.
All right. He is aware that you two are together. Give me a. You want to try to talk him into it? She's like, I'll hold it between my boobs.
Sure.
If it were paper money, that would be a whole lot easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no.
Although I guess you can put it in a sack on a long cord and have it just hanging there. She's like, oh no.
I failed my charisma.
She's like, I smiled at him and I had half a steak stuck in my tooth. Okay, he's like, I think...
I smell like dead rat men. He didn't like it.
Yeah, he's like...
Had some blood on your face.
He's like, you look a little crazy. I don't know that I can trust you. He goes, plus I've seen you guys talking for the last half an hour. I think you're friends. He goes, how about him? Hey, you there, guard. And the guard's like, hmm? And he says, yeah, you. He goes, and he takes his 50 and puts in there. Actually, he takes his 100 and puts in there. And he holds open for you to put 50 ceramic pieces into a sack.
Yeah, I dump them.
Okay, he's like, hang on to this for us. And the guard's like, okay. And he's like, okay. You walk out.
Are we still in picture?
Yeah. See, there's me, and they're moving.
Okay.
So, and they're got about equal amounts, and it's up higher.
He was leaned real far over.
Okay.
Yeah, for a minute.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's good now, though. Okay, so you're able to... when you walk out, your opponent is already out there. And he's standing there with... he has a... Yeah, he has a bastard sword in each hand, like this.
Like steel?
No, not steel.
Okay.
They're bone bastard swords.
Damn.
It's like, yeah, he's what? No, they couldn't afford something like that. So he has a bastard sword in each hand like this, and he's getting the crowd revved up, and they're all like, Brose, 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 or Brose, 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 Brose. And then he's like, he turns and sees you, and he's like, and points at you, and he's like, And the announcer's like, now for a grudge match. He goes, these three have beef that goes all the way to the top. He goes, defending the honor of House Magistalis or Gregoris. And he points down at you. And you're like, oh. No, but what do you do?
I don't know. I'll do the whole. I'll just rake them across each other.
Kind of with the weapons like
that. And do the whole arms out thing, and
okay.
maybe the Conan thing or something, and then.
Hi, this is Moneymaker, your dastardly DM. I just wanted to take a moment to check in and make sure you were enjoying the show so far. If so, please let us know by clicking the like button and the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and leave us a comment below letting us know your favorite parts. As I'm sure you've already noticed, we had some technical issues. A few problems with the green screens, but mainly mic issues. We think we have it figured out now. Hopefully by the second half of Season 1's recording time, we should have the new mics to clear that up. If you'd like to support our endeavor and allow us to give you higher quality product, the easiest way to do that is to go to my Subscribe Star page and subscribe. You can find the link in the video description below. There's all manner of gaming stuff there outside of the show, but you can also find things such as NPCs and monster art that I've used, and character sheets for all those NPCs, and for the player characters that you love so much from the game. Alright, I think it's time to get back to the show. Hope you have a great day.
Okay. He goes, he does and turns away and then realizes, there's people all around me. Yeah, but and then he says, and embarrass, and he whirls his weapon over his head and takes it and drives the spike in between two of the hexagonal parts of the floor there, like into where three of them meet. And he just like that, and the crowd. Let's see if the crowd likes you or not. Yeah, we'll go as a percentile, considering what they saw before with you when they announce you and you do your thing. Yes, they are impressed. They cheer just like they did with the other. And you hear a smattering of people that are chanting your name, although it's not like the other where the entire crowd was echoing your opponent's name. And with your buddy, yeah, no, they laugh at him when he does that because of his last performance there. All right, so, and the announcer's like, begin!
Round 1.
And you see the one guy, he takes his one bastard sword and sheathes it over his back and grabs the other one and goes two-handed, and he's taking long, loping, back and forth strides towards you, kind of like trying to make you guess, okay, is he going to attack from this side? Is he going to attack from this side? But he's just hopping as far as he can pretty much from foot to foot as he's going back. So he's like 7 or 8 feet and another 7 or 8, 10 feet that way, 7 or 8, 10 feet that way, So what do you want to do? He's making his way towards you.
All right, I'm going to kind of, even though he's doing that back and forth, I'm just going to kind of move to the right.
Okay.
And working my way towards him.
Okay.
Generally.
All right, and your buddy's like, good. Yes, the reach around maneuver. I'll take his back. All right, and he starts to go off to the other flank. Something you've practiced.
Yeah. The reach around.
And when you get out of it what you put in, you get out of it what you put into it. So you have to practice a lot even after hours.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna move off to the right. Are you when it comes time? Are you going to try to avoid him, or are you going
I want to engage him.
Once you guys get out, you guys
Just kind of
come in as a pincer and engage, and you're going to use your wrist razors, you said, or your
I think we'll stick with the wrist razors.
wrist razors. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and roll initiative because you guys are going to kind of all come together eventually within a few seconds. Oh, okay. Your buddy actually does well.
Oh, Lord. Nice.
Okay, where is he? He's right there.
It's a single digit instead of the tens. That's messing with me. I see.
What did you get?
A 1.
A 1. All right. So
It's a 1 attack round, I guess. Starting.
when shit, I need to move that down. There we go.
He wants to get that threesome started.
Yeah. When you guys, right as you guys start to come together, he's like looking back and forth between the two of you, and because of that little bit of hesitation as to which he's going to engage with first, you guys are able to kind of beat him to the punch. So go ahead.
Right. 15.
15 will hit this guy.
All right.
Yeah, 15 will hit him.
He's a small, medium.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a normal sized man, so he's in that first damage category.
9.
So roll a 1,
No, roll 2.
roll a 2.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, it's 10.
10, okay.
No, hold on. Yeah.
10, okay.
10, 11.
11, okay.
Specialized. I'll give
All
it
right, so-
wow.
So you throw your punch with the wrist razor on it, and you catch him just below the ribs and kind of stab into that little bit of kind of fleshy, muscly area that doesn't have much in the way of organ in there. It's just core muscle there. Stab him in that pretty good. You said you ended up saying 11 or 12.
11.
11. Okay. All right. And your buddy, he whips his weapon around and rakes its blade across his chest, just the point of it, not he doesn't catch him with the crescent parts of the blade. Doing 7 points of damage himself. So between the two of you, you've started out with a good opening there. He's cut a decent size gash across his chest. You got him here. The guy's wearing armor similar to what you guys are wearing, like mechalite hide. What did I say? So 20. Okay. So he now strikes, and he starts with you first. Make sure, yeah. Ooh, he hits quite soundly, doing with his long sword. He slashes you and finds right under where your belly over comes right up to where the diaper part of it would be, Okay. And he finds a crease in there and opens up a pretty good gash in the skin below across your stomach, doing 17 points of damage to you with that one slash. He rolled a 20.
Oh, might be losing some money today.
Bringing you down to 10. Yes. And your buddy, he turns around and slashes at. And your buddy is able to duck under his slash. It's like he concentrated a little too much on finding just the right spot for you, that when he whipped around, it gave your friend just enough time to kind of duck out of the way, dance out of the way.
Keep watching after the credits to find out how to win this chainmail dice bag. Dice not included. Oh, and if you're enjoying this episode, let us know by hitting the like button. Now back to the show.
All right, so
Round 2.
Question would I be able to eat my olive at the same time I attack, or is that two different?
No, that's a do it yours.
That's
What
your
figure?
2 attack round.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's pretty much what you're going to be doing there.
I'll do my 2 attack then.
Okay.
I'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, because it's your buddies to attack around too.
Yeah.
So hopefully, because you guys did injure him pretty good.
Yeah.
Between the two of you, he is bleeding fairly from both wounds fairly freely.
Okay.
All right. I'm assuming same thing, just twice. All right.
Rolls, big rolls.
Buddy is doing really well.
Got 6 that time.
You guys, it doesn't matter. You beat him anyway. Because he rolled a 9. But your buddy rolled a 1. Alright. So, your buddy, he comes in and jabs once and kind of comes up like this with the other end. Since there's those bladed crescents on both ends, he jabs and then, like I said, comes in, whips it around. So let's see if he hits with either one. Ooh, the first one he does hit. And the second one he does hit. So he hits twice. Let's see, he's done. Okay.
Gonna make some money.
Oh. That's funny. He rolled maximum and minimum damage there, so that averaged out. So, yeah, with the jab, he catches him square in the gut, and it completely penetrates the armor with the spike part that's about this long, and the 2 ends of the crescent jab in. So he gives him three points there of where he opens up 3 wounds there, and then when he yanks free, he catches him kind of in the chest near the junction of his chest and his shoulder there, and gets between the shoulder armor and slashes him there. So that gives him, what did I say? So he's now bleeding from several places. Go ahead.
What's what? 16 and a 1.
Well, the 16 will hit. So you do real well, and then you decide to try to do some sort of big finale in it, and you trip over your ass. Okay. Well, that's enough to kill him. Do you want to describe it, or do you want me to?
Go for it.
All right. After him slashing you across the belly, you're pissed off, so you just give him a straight punch into the eyes. So it's like 2 in the eyes and 1 in the bridge of the nose there, and it goes probably back to about right here into his head, and he falls dead. And you were going to come up with the other hand and gut him, but as he's falling, it pulls you forward, and that throws your balance off, and you trip over his body as you fall. But he is now dead, and you're going to have to pick yourself up. But you and your buddy, and the crowd just they giggle as you fall, but then they go nuts as they realize that he's laying there bleeding out from his face, and that now the blood has stopped flowing after a few seconds of not having enough pressure behind it where his heart stopped. Victory!
All right.
Sweet, I just made some money.
Stand up, my arms all.
Yeah.
Victory.
Nice bloody spot on that white marble there.
There you go. Well, I guess whoever, the king, the lords, or whatever they are, kind of bow that direction.
Bow to them, okay.
And then take their swords.
You see King Androponus is there sitting there watching you. He's a very large, muscular man. And by very large, I mean like about 8 feet tall, very large. And extremely muscular, like bodybuilder muscular. He's got silver hair that is kind of got like the Caesar haircut, where it's kind of like Mine is sometimes when I got that sides grown out. And his eyes, you don't see any whites or any pupil or anything. It's just all silver. His eyes are reflecting silver. So, and he's wearing a kind of jagged silver crown. And he, when you bow to him, he gives you a knowing nod, and the crowd echoes yours and your partner's name back and forth at each other. So they're like, Gregoris, Embarrass, Gregoris. And Embarrass seems to feel as though he has redeemed himself when he hears them chanting his name, and he's just like the thing over his head, going through katas and stuff and trying to look all. And then he takes it too far and he starts looking like that one Russian guy that's all like.
I know what you're talking about.
The bullshit guy.
Yeah. I was picturing the kid that was doing the bow staff stuff.
Oh,
Star
that hit
Wars
himself,
back in the day.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Tron
yeah.
guy or whatever. Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, I'll give him nunchucks so he can be like that one guy that was doing the nunchuck thing and hit himself in the head and tried to play it off and tried to do the backflip and because he was still woozy from hitting himself with the nunchucks. Yeah. Okay. Good times. All right. So.
But yeah, I'm taking dude's swords with me.
Yeah.
So.
But when you look over at the king, you also see kind of down a little lower and off to one side that your master is there, and he's like very satisfied, nod at you. Gives you.
I'll nod at him too.
Yeah, he gives you the kid, little blonde kid from the 90s. All right, so enough early internet stuff. So you make your way back down the tunnel and come out, and you see him come out, and he is he's worse for wear, but is still alive, and his partner is actually in pretty decent shape. So
I will collect my money from the guard now.
he's like, and the trainer's like, well, I never thought you two had it in you. He says,
and I will tip the guard that held the money 10 ceramic pieces for his trouble.
he says, you cost me 100 ceramics. He tosses it over to him, and he says, he goes, for that, you owe me 100 squat thrusts tonight.
Oopsies.
You're the one that taught us. What did you expect?
Yeah. He goes, you make a sound argument. You make a sound argument. He goes, but what I said will only make you better. But that's basically kind of, you go way out like this and go down to where like the back knee is touching the floor. You kind of kiss it on the floor, and then up, and then the same.
I almost skip those.
Because that's how you get the big legs and the strong core. One of the ways. All right.
And the knee replacement.
And the knee
replacement.
Oh, don't worry. Some half giant will replace his knee long before he needs that. With the butt of the pummel of his sword. All right. So yes, there is victory there, and there will be in the video for the people who are watching it have already seen it, because I've got a little graphic that goes victory.
Oh. I made money.
And he made money. All right, so you guys have that done. What do you want to do? The fire priests or the dude, what was his name? Gillios or something like shit, I don't need to go back that far.
The representative.
But the representative of your master comes in, and he says, let's see. Yeah, he says, I have been sent to give you compliments from our master, Gaius Agrippus Magistulus. He says, you have done our house well, and have shown the quality of and wisdom of our master in choosing you and in training you well. He says he looks forward to seeing your victories pile up and much fear and honor be heaped upon your name in the future. He says, good luck and good job. He says, I must return to my master's side now. And he leaves.
We need to head back to the fire temple and talk to Hina.
Gelos, that's what it was. Gelos. I know it was something.
Let's do it.
Alright.
All right. All right. So you guys are walking back to the fire temple, and and you hear from there's people that are leaving the Criterion, the arena there. There's some people coming in, some people going, and from a short line of people going, you hear somebody holler, "Hey, you!" He's like, "Hey, you! Yeah, get into my car." No, he's like, "Hey, you!" And he's pointing at Django there. He says, "Hey, you! Yeah, you! Get over here! Come here! You're the one that got my boat confiscated." You see that guy coming towards you. Only he's wearing a shirt this time. Yeah, he's hanging around like a bat. It's like I'm so pissed off I'm upside down. But yeah, that guy.
Okay. How did I get your boat confiscated?
He's like, they told me they saw you talking to the Templars about it. He goes, and then like half an hour later, that bitch came over and she made up some sort of trumped up thing and about how we smuggled in some people.
That's not my fault. I didn't have anything to do with that.
He's like, well, who tipped her off to our little?
I do not know. I was just trying to hire a boat.
Wait, who tipped her off? You really did smuggle people?
He's like, we got to make money somehow. He goes, when we're not using the wheels, sometimes we'll put people in there, and you know.
Well, maybe they tipped her off.
No, they wanted to be in Balic.
Hey, this seems like a good place to stop and tell you about the Slow Children at Play live show. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll live stream to all you fans. By the way, for anyone outside the U.S. who isn't sure what 7 p.m. Eastern Time equates to in your local time zone, we are in the same time zone as New York City, Washington, D.C., and Miami, Florida. In the live show, the Slow Children at Play will discuss the latest episode, answer questions from the comment section, and interact with the live chat. We will also announce the winners of contests, as well as any campaign-related news. On the subject of contests, be sure to pay attention so you'll be able to answer the question after the closing credits. I guess that about covers the live show. I look forward to hearing from you there. Now back to the action.
Maybe they didn't like your price.
He says, he goes, no. He goes, so you're telling me you didn't do this? You didn't?
No.
He goes, well, then what were you talking to her about?
That was 2 days ago. I've slept since then.
He says,
Weren't you trying to find a boat to hire?
Yeah, I think so. Did we tip off the Templars to them?
no, you did not. You did not. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that. We could charm him and see. We could try to charm him and see if we can get him to be on our side more.
I mean,
What do you think?
If his boat's impounded, I don't care about it.
Could probably do it unimpounded. Who impounded your boat? Was it the fire temple?
No, he goes, it was that chick that you were talking to, that Templar chick, you know, the woman. They said you were talking to her before you came over.
Alright.
Because I don't remember her name.
Oh, yeah. Must not have been that important to me. What are they going to do with your boat?
He goes, they said we got to pay a big fine to get it back, otherwise they're going to auction it off.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
How much is the fine?
How much is the auction price?
He goes, they're wanting like 500 silver for it.
How much gold do we have?
Not that much. You only got like a couple hundred ceramic.
Yeah.
We don't have to buy your sword now.
He goes, didn't the captain say you were supposed to fix this for us?
I thought I don't know, did he? I throw it back at him as a question.
Okay, roll me a charisma check to see if you can baffle him with bullshit.
Yeah, I know. That's totally what I'm trying.
He goes, that's my MO, buddy.
My charisma is a 13. Come on, roll.
So that's not bad.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. He's like, yeah, you said you thought you might know somebody.
Yeah, maybe.
In the Templar Bureau.
Yeah, we might, but I mean, we really need to ride to the Siren Song Island.
He's like, man, you guys got us over a barrel here. He's like, stay here, and he doesn't actually go anywhere. As a matter of fact, he kind of like gets a hold of not forcefully, he just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder so that when he turns around, you can't just run without him knowing you're running. So he's like, hey, Captain! And he waves him over, and the captain who you spoke to, who had been with him over there, but had been like, I don't know, buying lizard on a stick or something.
Right. Because it's tasty.
But you don't know how long it's been there. He waves him over, and the captain comes over. He's like, "Yeah, it's that guy." And he's like, "Oh no, calm down, Captain. He told me." He's like, "He wasn't the one that did that." He said, "Well, didn't they say that he was talking to that bitch Templar?" And he's like, "Yeah, but." He goes, "Why was it you were talking to her?" He goes, he said he said something about that he was gonna. Didn't he tell you he was gonna try to get our problem fixed? And he's like, yeah, he did say that, and it got worse.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's storm before the calm.
He goes, or do you think you can get it fixed then?
I mean, I can try, but we really need a ride to this.
He goes, without a boat, I can't give you a ride. He goes, I'll tell you what. If you can get me free and clear, get me some sort of writ from from that bitch's boss so that we can get out of here. He goes, I'll take you to within a mile. And he goes, and I'll put you. He goes, I'll give you a cliff glider or something to go from the highest mast over there.
Will you get us back?
He goes, I'll even wait. What do you say? It's a decent sized island. I'll wait for 2 days off the shore of the island, okay? He goes, how about that? If you can get this fixed. He goes, if you can't get it fixed, then
we're all screwed.
He goes, then I don't have a boat,
nope.
So I can't take you there. Yeah. I have no skimmer, so I can't take you there.
Right.
He goes, and I guarantee you nobody else is desperate enough to go down there. He goes, the last guy that was desperate enough to go down there hadn't been seen in nearly 2 months.
Right. I'll see what I can do. Try.
Who is it?
That was the dude we're looking for.
He says,
Lost priest.
he goes, oh, that was old Mysticless, Captain Mysticless of the Badfinger.
Captain Mysticless.
Mysticless.
And what's the name of this? What's the name of this captain?
That's a good question. I had it written down.
Written down.
Yeah, and my notes are in my office right now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It starts with a C, I think, or a K. And it's got a T in the middle of it. I know that. Pretty sure. If you can't find it, I'll go grab it real quick. I know where it's at.
No, it's oh, maybe I don't have it. I thought I did.
Okay.
Oh, the skimmer captain is Critius.
Critius.
There you go. I know it's a C or a K and had a T in the middle.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, we'll.
Captain Critius. That's who you're talking to now.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go back to the red temple. We'll go back to the fire temple and try to get them to confiscate his boat.
And we need the money for the sword.
And we need the money for the sword. Right on.
He goes, the sword, right? Yeah. That's the ticket. All
4
right.
gold pieces or 6 gold pieces?
6.
He's like, 46 gold pieces? Yeah. Okay. So he's like, he says, for now I'm staying at a place near the docks called the Serpent's Foot. Because when you get this fixed, come let me know.
Okay.
He goes, if I'm not around town, he goes, just come around dinner time, I'll be there. All right, it's light too bright, or is it just pressure?
It's burning.
Burning. Did they give you any drops or anything? And you can't use your prescription drops because you don't know how they're gonna.
Well, for 2 days I can't
2
use
days.
those.
Just gotta let it do its thing, huh? All right, I'll try not to rub it, I guess. Sorry, I can't be any help at all since you already know that. I gotta circle this guy's name. I just saw it. There we go. Now I can find it easier. It's in the middle of a paragraph, and I keep missing it.
Oh, yeah, written here, so we need to organize.
Well, I meant Emboris's name. No, there's Ilos. Okay. But yeah, I intended to write down everybody's name on a sheet of paper so I could be like, and of course I didn't do it. So that's a lesson to any DM out there: be organized. Don't be like me.
So we find Hainer.
All right, yeah, you go back and find Heener, and he says, oh, hang on just a second, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys were going to do healing before you left. I interrupted you with Gillis. All right, so, and it was going to be one of the, oh no, I did roll it, I just didn't write it down, did I? Did I tell you what it was?
No.
It was 11 points of damage that you were healed with that one. And he'll go ahead and give you a cure light too. That was a cure serious. So that brings you up to 21, and the cure light is not as good.
It's a little old.
Yeah,
expired, maybe.
The Lords of Flame were not as impressed with his plea that time to help you out, and you got 3 points of damage there, bringing you up to 24, but you're still only 4 shy.
Okay.
So, all right.
Pretty good.
So you guys make it back to Heener. That happened before all the stuff with the guy, with the captain and the first mate. All right, so you make it back to Heener, and Heener says he looks at you and he sees. Oh, and you've parted ways with Inbaris. You know, he loaded back up in the wagon and went back to the estate. All right. So Heener's like, he looks you over and he's like, "You still look alive to me." He goes, "Very good."
I like jazz hands.
He calls them flame fingers. He's like, more like flaming fingers, huh? But he calls them flame fingers.
So, Mr. Flame Fingers, how about that 6 gold for the sword?
Oh, he goes, "I had hoped you'd forgot about that."
I'm a woman. I don't forget about money.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Oh, and we found the boat, but it's been impounded, and we need you to fix that.
He's like,
So, Captain Critius.
Captain Critius. He's like, about the best I can probably do is point you in the right direction. He goes, I can.
Oh, man, that's not gonna cut it.
He's like, the fact that you can't do it doesn't do it for me.
I mean, do you want this guy back, or do you want...
He goes, he goes, "You'll find a way, won't you?" He goes, "That's the reason I got you all, was you seemed like you were resourceful."
All right.
Let's see.
That's fair. All right,
Give
where
me
do
a
we
second
need
to
go?
make sure that I don't have.
Okay, let's take a time out for just a second so I can ask you for a little bit of help. Don't worry, this one won't cost you a dime. All I need is for you to comment the name of your favorite character and let us know why. Please just keep it positive. I'm sure all our players would love to hear what you have to say. Thanks again. Now let's get back to the show.
And of course, I didn't do that. All right.
I'm writing it down now. I've got 6 gold in my bank account.
Okay. Yes, he hands you that.
That's enough to make you run fast.
Yeah.
You'll be leaving us in the dirt.
I mean, outside of character, the sword's not even that much, right?
He's like, right.
Yeah, it was actually.
I can't remember. I felt like it wasn't. Maybe it was. I just can't remember how much it was. I thought we were just milking him for money. I was okay with
now
that
you
too.
don't need the sword. You've got 2 bastard swords.
No, he wasn't allowed to. They didn't allow him to.
Keep doing swords.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Well, he didn't
No
say he was
takebacks.
looting him.
Yes,
he didn't say
did.
he was looting him.
He absolutely
I said
did.
I was taking both his swords.
Hey, you can replay.
No, I can't. I can replay later on. But yeah, they're not going to let you loot him. And
Damn it.
okay.
That's fine. The flame bird should be nice and shiny till I break it.
All right. He says, He goes, "I can point you in the right direction.
All right.
I can, if you want, probably the best I can do is give you a letter of introduction that says you're on official business from the temple.
Cool,
That
cool.
might. He goes, but I've exhausted most of my what I can extend on this.
All
Pretty
right.
much all of it.
Can you give us any more
Gold? No.
healing fruit for our journey?
He goes, I already gave you what I could give you on this.
Was it 100 ceramics makes a silver?
Yeah.
10.
10?
Yeah, and 10 silver make a.
Well, and how many silver was it to get
The thing out of pawn,
Yeah.
500. So about 50 gold or 5,000 ceramic.
Gotcha.
Okay. But it is a pretty nifty ship.
So the sword was 60 or 600 ceramic.
Yes. Yes, it would be about 600 ceramic. Yeah. All right. But it's pretty nifty too. Not as nifty as the cell skimmer, but pretty nifty. All right. Oh, I should use that name. I'm not going to.
Nifty silk skimmer.
If we need to use it to get the silk skimmer, I guess that's more important.
Yeah.
Well, We'll see.
Let's see what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. I was thinking I ought to get say that the higher levels Templar's name was Stelios, but I'm not. It's going to be Hellas.
I like to play with that character.
Yeah.
He was fun. All the burning crotches. We used to use molecular agitation.
Yeah.
Set their crotches on fire.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that was the way of getting past people.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So we spend the night in our little fire temple rooms.
Yes. If as long as you're not going to do anything else with the day. Anybody going to do anything else with the day?
No.
It's been a pretty full day.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to heal up and get a point back the next day.
All right. So you. All right. As you sleep, you all have another dream. This time, you see yourself in you're all kind of drifting, almost like in where it's like your shoulders and head are forward and the rest of your body is just kind of trailing along behind you through this area where there's no sky and there's no land, but above and below you looks like it's mirrored or mercury almost, but it's very shiny and reflective, but the reflection is not perfect. It's kind of like the reflection on a lake that's not completely still. It's a little blurred on both sides of your group as you're going, and you're heading towards this place off in the distance that has a kind of a dark blue storm, and the clouds are lit by lightning occasionally, and the thunder rings off in the distance with a tinny echo. And below the clouds, as you get closer, you can see that there are these tall shapes, some of them that go into pinnacle points, some of them that are more rectangular, and they're just all around underneath the thunderhead, and they're lit by the lightning strikes. They're gray. They almost, as you get closer, look like gray standing stones, and they are actually on a gray expanse of when you get closer, what just looks like gray dirt with just from a distance, it just looks like dead trees all over the place that have no leaves, and their gnarled roots kind of come up through the ground every so often. And the wind blows heavily, and the thunderhead moves away, and but with it comes darkness. Instead of the mirrored sky and the mirrored ground, you've got the gray ground below you, more of a light gray sky is revealed behind the cloud as it moves away, and on it are black points just all over the place. So it looks like a photo negative of the night sky almost, where the black's kind of a light gray and the stars are all black, and they're slowly turning, and moons come up, but they're not black. They come up and slowly wheel over the sky, and you see as the Thunderhead finally pulls completely away, and it's kind of, you can only see it between a few of these immense structures. You can see it kind of down some of the avenues between them, some of the lightning flashes that are lighting up the sky behind it, blue and purple. You can see the silhouette of this huge, at this distance and in kind of the dream haze. It's hard to make out, but it seems to writhe. It seems to have a long, you can't see for some of the structures what it looks like below, like maybe its lower half, but its upper half seems to be long and narrow and writhing, and its arms writhe, and it wears a long, very baggy, very loose-fitting golden robe, and it has a hood up over where inside the hood is completely black, and you cannot see a face, but the hood is pulled way forward, so that's not like that's anything particularly ominous, but you can't see its face. But its body moves within the robe, so you can tell it's narrow and writhing, and that its arms are narrow and writhing. And from as a thunderclap, the tinny thunderclap fades from within the depths of the hood, you hear Navosi, and you wake up.
Sweet.
Okay, it's time for a little break. Thank you for watching. And to thank you for getting this far into the video, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We're running a Superfan Appreciation Contest. Well, actually, it's 2 contests in one. We will be doing a weekly giveaway where you can win a game token of one of the monsters, NPCs, or PCs from Shadows of Balic. In this first contest, each week we'll be giving away a different token. These tokens will be in electronic file format, both PDF and PNG, so you can use them on your home tabletop or in a virtual one. To be eligible for the weekly contest, you just need an email to receive your prize, to be a subscriber of the Slow Children at Play channel, and to comment the correct answer to this week's contest question before the premiere of next week's episode of Shadows of Balic. The winner will be chosen at random from all the correct answers on the Slow Children at Play live stream the week following the episode's premiere. Here's an example of how that'll work. If an episode premiered on, say, Wednesday the 5th of March 2025, the winner for that episode would be chosen from the correct answers posted by 11:59 and 59 seconds on the 13th the week after. The winner would then be announced on the 14th on the Friday night Slow Children at Play live stream. Then the winner will be given on-screen instructions on how to claim their prize. If the winner does not contact us by the time of the premiere of the following episode of Shadows of Balic, they forfeit their prize and it is added to the next week's contest prizes. The second contest will start at the time of the premiere of the first episode of Shadows of Balic Season 1 and last until the Slow Children at Play live stream following the last week of the first season. The prize for the Season 1 contest is this awesome chainmail dice bag. The dice bag was handmade by me using golden aluminum rings. It can hold around 40 standard-sized dice. That's just shy of 7 complete sets. The dice shown here are not included as part of the prize and are only shown for scale. Unlike the first contest, you must live in the United States of America to be eligible for the second contest. The reason for this is it is a physical item and international shipping is cost prohibitive. Aside from geographic eligibility considerations, to participate in the second season-long contest, you must be a subscriber of the Slow Children at Play channel and correctly answer the weekly questions for each week of Season 1 of Shadows of Balic prior to the end of the contest. I'm looking forward to sending out your prizes. Good luck. Oh, one last bit of legal business that I have to cover. First of all the contests and all their prizes are solely the promotion and responsibility of the operators of the Slow Children at Play channel. They are not sponsored by or associated with any entity, platform, such as but not limited to YouTube, Rumble, or Spotify, or corporation. Secondly, the rules for both of these contests can be found in the video description below. There you will also find a link to an off-site document that contains the same rules for your convenience. Alright, now that we have all the rules straight, I believe it's time to get to this week's question. Are you ready? Just remember you have to answer in the comments section below, and only correct answers count. Good luck! Alright, let's see if you were paying attention today. The contest question for this episode is, in this episode, how many ceramic pieces did Django win betting on Gregoris' gladiatorial match? Okay, that wasn't so tough, was it? If you don't know the answer off the top of your head, it should be a simple matter to go find it. Remember to catch next week's Slow Children at Play live stream to find out if you won. Good luck. Oh, one last thing. To go directly to the next video, just click here. And if you'd like to go to the playlist for this season, click down here. You have a great day. Bye-bye.